Yo, what is dangling, guys? This is actually my second time recording this video because the first time I realized my mic was muted. But anyway, this is the Connie Springer budget deck build, where I build decks that only use common and uncommon decks and are completely free to make, and you can go out and smash some other decks with them. But let's get into it. Connie Springer, Ideal Soldier, 6 hand size, 31 health, enhance, spend 1 momentum, clear 1 card from your card pool, and then response, after you take damage, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. So this character wants to be playing on 0 progressive every time by spending momentum, and also wants to be getting taking as minimum amount of damage as possible to generate that momentum. And then I've also put in some other ways to spend the momentum to use it to benefit him. But let's get into the attacks. Going from lowest difficulty to highest difficulty. First up, rapid speed slash, 4 difficulty 3 check, 4 low 4, enhance, draw 1 card or add the top card of your deck to your momentum, only playable if you have at least 1 momentum. So Connie's always going to have momentum from taking damage, and so this is where you get to choose if you want to draw a card or add another momentum to use on some of the other abilities. This card also has Breaker 1 and EX3, so if you want to make this card land, this attack land, you can spend your momentum for the EX3, and Connie is always going to get a lot of momentum, and you will see why in this deck. Second up, we've got 2 of Ranging Rush. This is a 4 difficulty 3 check, 4 mid for 4, enhance if you have at least 1 momentum. If you have 1 or momentum, this attack gets +2 speed and +1 damage. We're always going to have a momentum with Connie, so this is basically just a 6 mid for 5 damage, which is really good stats on a 4 difficulty. Next up, we've got 2 Connie's Incapacitating Strikes, 4 difficulty 3 check, 4 high speed for 3 damage, and it's got stun 1. And Blitz ability, if this is the second card you have played in this turn, add the top card of your deck to momentum. This is just another free momentum generation, basically on a 5. Unless you've cleared the first attack somehow, which is very good because you get to generate another momentum to even clear the card that came before it if you don't have a momentum. Then this is our Bombshell attack, Armor of the Ape. We've got this as a 4 of it, 5 difficulty 3 check, 4 mid for 5. It's got a momentum enhance. Your rival's attack gets -1 damage, which is good. But the reason why we put it in is for the second enhance. This attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage for each of momentum. So with Connie, we've been storing up momentum over the game for a long time. And then we just play Armor of the Ape, and it comes in for like 10 speed and 10 damage, which is a good attack that is most likely going to land if they can't deal with it. Next up, we have 2 Furious Assaults, 5 difficulty 3 check, 4 high speed, 6 damage, enhance, add this attack to your momentum during the end phase. So whether this attack lands or not with Connie, it's going out to momentum anyway for our next turn on a swing back, to help us with our attack turn, fuel maybe Armor of the Ape or any of our other abilities. Next up, we've got 2 Piercing Drives, a 5 difficulty 3 speed, 3 check, 3 speed, 7 damage, and it's got no abilities except EX3, so this can just be a momentum dump to make land with already good base stat damage. And EX3, we can just pump 2 momentum into it, which is not a high cost in Connie for an extra 6 speed, so it becomes a 9 high for 7 pretty much, which not a lot of people are going to be blocking. Especially very good stats on a 5 difficulty. So we've got that as 2 of, and then 2 Cannon Fire Barrages, 7 difficulty 4 check, 5 mid for 7, with a response, after you clear this card from your card pool during the combat phase, draw 2 cards. So you can use this to play on your second attack, but it's very high cost. And then you play it on your first attack, and then on your second attack you clear it to get another 2 cards if you're fishing for attacks. But you can also use it as a block if you want to block say a mid attack with this high attack, because you want to be taking damage with Connie, and then you can clear it to draw more cards and then do more half blocks, because we want to be half blocking in Connie to take damage. And then it's also like a very good attack that can pretty much land because it's already got good speed and damage, and it can also get pumped up more speed with some more things that I'm going to show later on. So yeah, that's the attack package for Connie. All of them complement his momentum generation very well, and I think it's pretty impressive for being all common and uncommon attacks. They do very, very well in Connie. Next up, we'll go to foundations. We'll start with our zero diffs. We've got this Banshee Sword Streak. It's a 0 diff 5 check with a response flip. After a weapon attack is played, it gets +2 or -1 damage. So this will be damage pump on us, or if a lot of the attacks are weapons at the moment in this meta with all the Attack on Titan stuff. So this will be -1 damage essentially. But we can use it on a couple of our things because we do have a couple of attacks like this one, Rapid Speed Slash, Connie's Incapacitating Strike. Piercing Drive is also a weapon, so we can also use it on those. It's also a very good 0 diff filler. So we've got that 4 of, and then another 4 of Exhausted Slumber, 0 diff 5 check, response Tenacious flip. After this foundation is stunned during a rival attack, your block modifier to block that attack gets -2. Just a good stun hate and another 0 diff filler. Next up, we've got a 1 difficulty, 2 of it, 5 check. Saying that round the wrong way, really weird. Anyway, Creeped Out, Enhanced Commit, you check to block this attack, gets +2 to help with our half blocks essentially. On a 1 difficulty is not bad, and it's reusable because it's commit cost. And then Response, Flip, after a break ability is played, it gets -1 to its rating. Not too big of a deal because we're clearing our progressive all the time. Next up, we've got another 1 difficulty, 4 Fearsome Transformations, Enhance, Flip, draw 1 card. If you have no momentum, discard 1 card. We're always going to have momentum with Connie. We get momentum for free, so this is just a Enhance, Flip, draw 1 card, basically. Next up, we've got 2 Assessing All for One's Motive, another 1 difficulty, with Response, Flip, after a card leaves your momentum due to a rival effect, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. Sorry. This is just to protect our momentum because our momentum is very essential in this Connie deck, and we want to control when we use it. So yeah, this just lets us keep the momentum that we lose on a rival effect. Next up, we've got 2 Horrifying Realizations, 1 difficulty, 5 check. Form, flip, each player discards 1 card and draws 1 card. If your rival discarded a foundation this way, they commit 1 foundation. This is just fishing for attacks if we really need to on a form. So even if we open our hand with no attacks, we can use it on as our first form to maybe get an attack, and then that can generate some more attacks with, say, like Rapid Speed Slash or something else that draws. And also got a bonus effect if they chuck away a foundation, it stuns them 1, so that's good. Next up, we've got 4 of these. It's a 2 difficulty, Carpool to Work, Response, Remove. After this card is discarded from your momentum, add the top card of your deck to momentum. So basically, this is just a free ability for Connie. Like when he spends his momentum to clear 1, if you spend this one out of your momentum, which you can generate easily off Rapid Speed Slash or anything else that generates it for free, like I can't remember, like All for One's Motive and another one that's going to be coming up. You just get to recycle it, just add the top card of your deck to your momentum. So you just spend it, get another one back. It's basically just a free ability. And then also has this response, discard 1 momentum. After you block with this card, add it to your momentum. So that's how you can also get it in. You block with it, you spend a momentum, get it in, and then you get to use it again to spend it and get another momentum. It's just really good for managing your momentum. So that's why we've got that as a 4 of. Next up is another 2 difficulty, but this one's a 4 check. Childlike Appearance, Enhance, Destroy, discard 1 momentum. Reduce this attack speed to 0. If it is blocked, commit 1 rival foundation. Just a very good defensive ability that's basically free, set to 0 speed because Connie generates it for free. Yep, so we've got that as a 1 of. Next up, we've got Jam Session, 2 difficulty. This one's a 5 check. Enhance, that's in green for some reason. Spend 1 momentum. Your next check to play an attack gets +1 for each copy of Jam Session. So even though Connie clears progressive very well, if you have like more than 2 of these in your stage, I would probably choose to use your momentum on this instead, because that means you're actually up +1 to your check rather than being so you get +3 to your check instead of essentially like +1 to your check from Connie. Yep, so I've got that as 4 of. Next up is another 2 difficulty, 5 check. Teacher's Guidance, I've got this at a 2 of. Teacher's Guidance, I don't know if I've said that already. It's the second time saying this video, so anyway. Enhance Flip, if you've taken damage this turn, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. This is great because at response speed, Connie gets to get a momentum for taking damage, which we always want to be doing when we're half blocking or reducing the damage really low. And then if they throw out another attack, we get to generate another one for free with Teacher's Guidance. So we've netted 2 momentum from taking damage from your rival, which if I was your rival, I'd be pretty pissed. Then next up, we've got a two of these. It's a 2 difficulty 5 check, Breach the Perimeter. Enhance, commit, your attack gets +X speed, X equals your momentum, max 5. So Connie can get to 5 momentum super easy in this deck. So this is always going to be, well, not always, but a lot of the time it's going to be 3-5 speed every time, just on a commit cost as well, so we can use it every turn. And this just helps some of these attacks that have like a lower speed, like Piercing Drive, Cannon Fire Barrage, we can make it guaranteed to hit almost. Helps boost our Armor of the 8 that's going to come in for 1 million. And yeah, it's just a very good ability in Connie, which is a momentum generation machine. Then next up, we've got 2 Titan Pursuits, 2 difficulty 5 check, with a response Flip. After your attack is completely blocked, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. So we're generating momentum on our own turn at a response speed to fuel our long attack string if we have one. Yeah, this is going to discourage them to block, because essentially it means we can either clear or use it on any of our other abilities. Next up, we've got another 2 difficulty. We've got two of it in our deck. Tragic Realization. Response, after you clear 1 or more cards from your card board during the combat phase, add this card to momentum. Just another way of momentum generation if we need it early on in the attack string or the game. And then next up, we've got a 3 difficulty 5 check. Armored Skin. Enhance. Once per turn, spend 1 momentum. This attack gets +X damage. X equals its check value. This card is pretty insane in Connie because for a few reasons. Firstly, like if you have a carpool to work in your momentum, which is very easy to get in our momentum, that's -5 damage because the check value is 5 on it, and that's what it's looking for. So -5 damage already, and then because we're reducing the damage so low, we're going to be wanting to like take the damage, so it's probably not going to be a lot of damage, and Connie likes that because it gets us another momentum. So this actually works as a really cool combo. So we use this once per turn. It doesn't have a commit cost or anything, it's just once per turn. Spend the momentum, we spend carpool to work, we get -5 damage, and then after this card is discarded from momentum, we get to get the momentum back, which is crazy. It's just a free -5 damage in Connie, who loves to minus damage. So that's why I have that as a 4 of, even though it's a 3 difficulty. It's just insane in this character, especially on a budget deck at an uncommon. Like, it'd be stupid not to put it in. Anyway, let's go to our assets. We've got 2 Gold Tips Imperiums, a 1 difficulty 5 check with response. After you block with this card, build it committed. Half block. We will try to do as much as possible because we like to take damage. And then it's also got another response after your end phase. If you did not deal damage this turn and played at least 1 attack, at the top card of your deck to momentum. So if we only got 1 attack in a turn, we don't really feel too bad about playing it, because even if they block it, we're going to get the momentum anyway, and then we can chuck it back in our discard pile. Maybe later on we cycle and we get to see the attack again. So it's just another way of momentum generation, and also clearing the card pool on defense. So we don't have to use Connie's ability on defensive clearing. And then another one, probably the best card. It's the best asset in the game at the moment, I'd say, but also probably one of the best cards in the deck. We've got Vertical Maneuvering Equipment, VME. 2 difficulty 5 check with enhance, spend 1 momentum. This attack gets +3 or -3 speed. You may change its zone. So why this is extra good in Connie is because, yeah, we're giving it -3 speed, so we're going to be blocking, but we also get to change the zone. So we can change the zone to an off zone because we want to be taking damage. So we change it to the off zone. Say we change it to a mid because it's already a low, or maybe it's a high, and we want to block with Gold Tips Imperium. We just change the zone to mid, block with Gold Tips Imperium. We take our damage, get our momentum, build this down. So yeah, this is actually, you wouldn't normally use this to change the zone to an off zone to what you're going to block with, but in Connie you really want to because you want to be taking damage. So that's why this is really good. And it's also giving our attacks +3 speed if we want to, because we generate momentum like a crazy horny bunny or something like that. And then we've got 2 actions, cremation, 1 difficulty with enhance, lose 1 health, stat gets +3 speed. If your character's Darby, your rival loses 1 health. So we can just give any of these attacks +3 speed if we want to try and make it land. But then the reason why we have it mostly is for the response. Lose 2 health after your rival plays their 3rd non-attack card this combat phase. Add the top card of your deck to your momentum. Only 1 copy of this ability can be played this turn. So if you get this on your first hand, you'll be feeling pretty good because they're going to be building 3 on their first turn as well. You just respond with it. You get a momentum for free. That is very good if you want to go on your first attack string. You've already got a momentum. So that was the thought behind there. It does feel a little bit bad getting it later on in the game, but still at some points your rival might build 3 or play, it's not even build 3, it's play 3 non-attack cards. So they might play maybe 2 actions, 1 action, then build Duke for a couple of attacks and build 2, and you can still use it to get momentum for the swing back. But yeah, that is the BDB2 budget deck build for Connie 2. If you like this video, I've got a ton more budget decks coming out. This deck can definitely win a lot of games and at your locals. So if you don't want to spend any money and you just want to try out a new character, you can take this deck. I'll have the link in the description below for it. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.